Here's another thing that can really hang my audience up when it comes to moving on creating the quality life experience that they crave. Waiting. Have you ever put something that you wanted to do on hold because you were waiting for the right time? And what did you feel that right time was? Maybe after things slowed down a bit? Maybe after you lost weight? Maybe until after you felt more ready? What types of things did you feel needed to happen first before you could go for that thing you wanted? You're not alone. I've done this myself. We know we're not happy with things the way they are at the moment, and we urgently want to change them, but we figure we'll wait until the right time because, for one reason or another, it's just not the right time now. So, we put what we want on hold and kick the can down the road. And then we blink, and a year has gone by, or 5 years, or more. Here's a newsflash. The right time is never going to show up and present itself in the way that you're hoping it will. There will always be things to do. Things will always take longer than you expect they will. Murphy's Law will always be in operation, and there will always be fires to put out. The strategy of waiting for the right time will only bring you more waiting. The phenomenon of getting ready to get ready is a very real one, and it keeps scores of people from what they truly want every day, sometimes for a lifetime. Instead of telling yourself all the reasons you shouldn't prioritize your quality of life right now and setting yourself up for painful future regrets, take just one small action toward improving how your life feels on a daily basis. Taking just one small action is the first step toward overcoming the pull of waiting, whether it's fear, uncertainty, or overwhelm that's underlying it. You'll see that even taking that small action makes you feel more powerful, which helps give you the motivation to keep moving forward. Once you begin something, it's usually easier to keep going. The hardest part is simply getting started. Whatever is underlying it, this obstacle of waiting comes down at its core to what we believe our limitations are. Our minds try to keep us in the realm of what we think are the limits of possibility. Here's what you can do to start expanding those limits so that you don't feel that you have to wait any longer. I want you to do an exercise in suspending your beliefs and limits. To do this, ask yourself the following. If money, physics, time, etc. weren't an issue, what kind of daily life experience would you like to create? And here's what I want you to look out for. Do you tend to find yourself arguing for abundance or limitation? We tend to argue for limitation. That tends to show up as a yes, but. So pay attention for either those exact words or a gut reaction that feels like a yes, but. And we all know what that feels like. If you catch a yes, but tendency, suspend it. Don't censor your imagination. You're going to use a yes and rule rather than defaulting to a yes, but rule. When you feel a yes, but, replace it with a yes, and. The yes, and will open up the possibilities in your imagination. It's entirely possible to add something to your life that supports your steps toward the quality of life you want, even though it may feel like everything else seems to be a different reality right now. Everything that you come up with in this exercise doesn't have to be a workable solution. What's important is that you'll come up with some interesting ideas and see for yourself how freeing it is to suspend your limits. And you never know. What you come up with could lead to other creative ideas that are workable solutions. The main point of this exercise is to practice suspending limits, to come up with solutions, and to show you how using your yes and rule can help you find solutions to start creating your new quality of life in spite of all the other stuff that may be going on. The yes and rule allows for those two realities to exist at the same time, and you can hold space to start creating your new quality of life in spite of all the other stuff that may be going on. So, no more waiting. Your right time is already here now.